Welcome to our Trade to Developer podcast. My name is Suzanne Elsey.
My name is Craig Shields, and we've often been asked to share how we've transitioned from trade to developer. We're now ready to reveal all. So this episode is going to be about systems and how it's worked for us both and how it's improved our business and our day-to-day working. So
I think the biggest thing for me was to actually package the pricing rather than keep saying every client is bespoke, every job is bespoke, and actually work out the pricing. Because what I used to do was go and see every client, spend at least an hour with them, sometimes longer with travel as well. Could be out of the office for 2 hours at a time. Come back, put a proposal together. Oh, they can't afford it. So I'd wasted 2 hours effectively of my time, plus the time writing up the proposal and thinking about what am I going to charge, how long do I think it was going to take. And that stemmed from seeing a business coach at the time. And her advice was to offer 3 packages, and I was going into one about how I couldn't pigeonhole each job into those packages. But actually working with her allowed me to see that actually I could offer set packages and then people could add things on or take things away. So as soon as I did that, I was actually able to pre-qualify people without spending any time going to see them, and also taking it personally that I didn't get the job, which was silly really, but you start a company, it's your baby, isn't it? So for me that was really helpful. With the team, I had a CRM system. It was a little bit probably too advanced at the time for the size of us, but I started using Trello, which I found really, really, really good, and still use now. There's loads of other systems out there now, but I know, Craig, you love Trello as well, because I introduced you to it.
I do, yeah. You came down to my office. I've actually done business coaching as well, and I remember her saying to me, if you could imagine walking into your office and seeing all your jobs on a screen and knowing what stage they were at without knowing anything to do with the jobs, because at the moment, being out without a system, I needed to be involved with every single job, otherwise I wouldn't know what stage they was at. So it's like going into the airport and seeing if they're delayed, if they're on time, or if they're just gone. So then you came in and said to me like about Trello, and I was just like, I don't know, technology and trade, I ain't gonna work, I'm not gonna be able to work it, I'm gonna break it. And so went down the routes of putting Trello into place. And at the same time, your sister helped me set the Trello up, which is what she does. And one of her advice was like, get your VA on board now. So I was thinking about having a VA. Get your VA on board now. We can do it with your VA, set up the system that she knows how to use it. So how we set up the system within my carpentry business is that we got a app called Calendly, which had a active diary, which was linked to my Microsoft Outlook emails and my calendar, and I would be open on Thursdays, and I had 4 slots, 8, 10, 12 and 2, which obviously now I can get home for 4 o'clock, so I had 4 slots in the day. The biggest thing for me was when driving in the van or the car and someone rings, you say, I'll ring you back because I need to get your details. So Calendly straight away, I could just say to them, look, when I stop driving, I'm going to text you this link. You're going to book on, and then they put all their details in. So I haven't spelt their name wrong. I haven't spelt their email address wrong. I wrote down their mobile number properly, and I actually know what they want doing. And I got a tick box on there. Where did you find us? So we was actually doing a bit of market research in that. Got Calendly first of all, and then that's linked to my email. So it sends me an email when someone books on, but it also goes straight into my pipeline board in Trello. So we've got as to explain it, like an old T-card system that you use on the wall with the bits of paper move along, and it's basically that. So we have a job that comes straight in from Calendly, and it makes a card within inside Trello, and it says all of the customer's details, when it's booked in for, and if there's any drawings attached, it goes into there as well. And then what happens is I go and look at that job, or my contracts manager goes and looks at that job. Once it's done, they'll come back and they'll price that job, and they'll just drag that card, because it's just a movable card in Trello, and you just move that card along to estimates awaiting to be sent, which is where we would type up or do a voice note. I said for my estimate, my VA would pick that up. She would send the estimate with my terms and conditions, and then the system begins. Like, well, it's already begun, but then this is the bit where we've priced the job and it just sits there, just like you said, you don't know if they're going to come back to you or you lost the job or whatever. So my VA would chase it. We've got it. So my VA chases them estimates once a week. So once a week, they just get a polite email. Did you get our email? It might go into junk. Like, I haven't got time to follow that up. If it's gone into junk, if it's gone, I might have just missed the job. They might have not thought that I've sent them the job. So keep chasing until we either win it or we lose it. The lose ones goes at the end. And then obviously the ones that we won, they move forward, and then my accounts department picks it up. She looks at the diary. This is the next available slot. It's a 25% deposit. That gets sent off. It gets booked in. Contracts manager picks up the work again, organises it, and then we have separate Trello boards for our teams, for our carpenters, and we can put that work onto their board for them, and they can take photos and add other things on. So then the job's done. It gets moved across into invoice to be sent. The invoice gets sent, and then what we do then is we would then, if we thought the job went really well and it went good, we would drag it over into testimonials, and my VA would then pick that up to get a testimonial to go on Google. So pretty much that whole customer journey now is all on a board, like my business coach said to me, and I can walk in and know exactly what stage that's up to. We've got a snagging stage in there as well, because obviously you get snagging in what we do, and it's just, you know, on hold one, and you can just see it all just clearly. I've got it on my phone, I've got it on my laptop, the guys can see it, and putting that customer journey in with the system actually was easy for me to go, well, I don't need to do that bit, I don't need to do that bit, I don't need to do that bit. Actually, that's the bit we need to do. I'm going to employ someone to do that role because I'm doing something else. And I actually got that role working fully the last 24 months. Without me really in it, it only needed me to be in it when there was a very high level problem and a client actually wanted to talk to the managing director, which was very unlikely. But when it did happen, I was there to answer any questions. It normally would be, can you do it cheaper? So actually the system works really well for us. So from the client actually ringing, not scribbling it down on a piece of paper, it's all just done with them going into the system, working their way out the other side to a Google review. It's actually a better client journey than what they would normally have is what they would have had, and trades are easy to do, is they get a phone call back later on, I'm really sorry, was it you that you called earlier on? Because I've got so many numbers on my phone and I wasn't sure if it was you or not. Oh, I'm glad I've got you because I didn't want to lose you. Can I just make sure I got your details down right? And straight away they're probably thinking, oh, this
totally
guy's
unorganised.
not organised straight away. Where with the calendar, I just went, I'm going to send you a link, and they put all the details in. So it's actually pushing the responsibility onto the client, and then they can pick a time that I've put aside away already. So, and then obviously it goes all the way through. If you're not writing their name down right at the beginning, are you going to the job on time, or are you going to go when they want you to go? Because that was the other thing is, I had a lot of clients go, well, I'm not available on Thursday. Well, I am. Sorry. And then people would make time for me to sit. People staying for British Gas, but they would expect a tradesperson to turn up on a Saturday morning in their own time, or 8 o'clock in the evening because they finish work. So actually by saying these are the times that we work, they actually make your times work. But if you don't give them the times, then they tell you, and that's not how it should be. If your opening times are between this time and this time, you're closed after that, that's it, done. So the system actually improved my home life as well as, and my weekends, to give more time back to my family as well. So, and it also, the client journey was just unreal, and the people that we were working through our system, they didn't see none of that, but they just see a smooth operation. Because I don't think I mentioned, but when we actually went to do the work, we'd send another calendar link that we would do, and it would send them a notification 2 days before to make sure they know that we're coming. And because I've had that before, where guys have turned up and they've gone, oh, something come up, we can't do it, and we've taken their deposit, so, and we're not like we're gonna take their deposit away, we'd reschedule it. But with the notification letting them know a couple of days before, they would go, oh, I'm so sorry that something's come up, cat's going to the vets, and oh, we're not here. That's fine. I don't have to send a guy there. I'm not wasting any money. So there's so many different things within that. But I think we've said it before to people we talk to is get Post-it notes and write down your customer journey, and that is your system. Just need to get it onto a platform. There's Trello, there's Asana, there's loads of different ones that people use, but Trello works for us. It doesn't work for other people. And I've been on holiday and been able to check my guys on what they're doing, and just looked on and they go, oh, they uploaded a photo yesterday, that was good. Oh, that might be written. You can make a comment on their photo. There's so many little things in there that helps us. And obviously we use it in our development now. So
yeah, absolutely. We do.
Going through what we're
all
doing.
The time. Yeah, got so many Trello boards.
Yeah, it's great. But a well-organised business should have a system, and the system should really start with your customer journey, because it's the easiest one, and it's what your business is about. Everything else around it should just fall into place. Using it for your guys, using it for checking vans, MOTs, and checking it for when the insurances run out, and reminders on there. There's so many different things you can have in one place. So thank you all for listening, and thank you all for your support, and please subscribe to the upcoming podcasts.
Just remember the famous quote from Henry Ford: if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got.